Now, in the last class, we discussed uh, research methods and methodology. What is research method? What are the various types of research methods, the techniques and research methodologies, and everything. And we discussed a bit on quantitative and qualitative research. Now, one more point I would like to add with yesterday's class, that is, one can take up more than one research methods in his research work, but regarding methodology, the choice of methodology, and that is upon which our research, the critical frameworking of research depends, that should be in most of the cases, and in 99% cases, the methodology should be one. There may be varieties in the specific type that has been chosen as research methodology in your research. Suppose I'm taking up feminism or post-structuralism. I can take up various types of or various areas of the post-structuralism or feminism in my research methodology. But if there is it's a jumbling of many research methodologies in a single research work, that ultimately confuses the researcher and leads into a very confused area where it becomes really impossible for the researcher to arrive at the objective which he has or she has pointed out in the very beginning of the research, and to find the probable solutions for that research. Okay, now just come down to this discussion, that is, what is a research? And these things, you all know, you will be laughing at why sir is discussing these foolish things, but as you all know, that these are very important parts of the research methodology course, and I have told you several times. Now, what is a research? And here we have to deal with Nicolas Valiman, who actually dealt with the genealogy of research, what the nature and type and various fields of research, various types of research. Now, if you want, you can note it down. Now, research, just get ready with your exercise books. Now, research is a scientific and systematic search. The very first thing is, it is a scientific search and the systematic search. When something is scientific, that needs to be, then it should be a systematic search, because you are following a systematic path with the help of certain methods and methodology. So research is a scientific and systematic search for searching for what? Search for pertinent information on a specific topic. Okay, so the first line, if you are asked what is the research, you will never be asked what is a research in your research work, but you need to know that research is a scientific and systematic search for pertinent information on a specific topic. Now, just a minute, just to hold it properly. The Advanced Learners Dictionary of Current English, the Advanced Learners Dictionary, says that research is a careful investigation. It is a careful investigation. Just a minute. So they say that it is a careful investigation or inquiry, especially through search for new facts. Now, we in some cases we generally feel that what is always new in my research, or is there anything after completing the research you will be asking yourself that what is new in my research? So it is not something like the research in the field of science, like you are finding out a new formula for a certain thing, or finding out new element, or any chemical reaction, and any chemical anything. But where in science you will find that in most of the cases you can feel the findings are very much palpable. But in research work, especially in literature and humanities, sometimes you will feel that what is new in my research. Actually, the novelty of your research lies in the way of seeing, how you have found out a new perspective in seeing the thing which the other people have seen so far, is now till now, in a very common way. So your finding is something which is new. So it is sometimes finding of a new perspective to see a text, to see a particular issue, or connecting your ideas, that may be sociological, that may be philosophical, or anything, associating or connecting your ideas, that may be sociological or philosophical, economic, or whatever it is, with a specific text, or some text of a specific writer or writers, so that a different way of seeing the text, as well as positing the text in a new position, that becomes possible. So there also lies some novelties in your research work. So the Advanced Learners Dictionary says that research is a careful investigation or inquiry, especially through search for new facts in any branch of knowledge. So it is a search for new facts in any branch of knowledge. Now come down to Mr. Valiman, Nicolas Valiman. So please note it down, this is very important. Nicolas Valiman, in his new research project, that is the name of the book, the new research project by Nicolas Valiman, defines research as, within quotes, a systematic investigation. So it is a systematic investigation of the question of resolution of a problem. So Nicolas Valiman says, or defines research as, within quotes, a systematic investigation of the question of resolution of a problem based on critical analysis of relevant evidence. So Valiman defines it, taking the ideas from the basic definition of research, that it is a systematic investigation. It is always a systematic investigation. Investigation of what? Investigation of the question of resolution. So what is the question of resolution? So what you have projected as your objective, what you are trying to do, what you have set as your aim or objectives. The question of resolution of a problem. So you have created a problem. You have problematized your area, your objective, your findings. So certain things were there, you took up those things. Now you propose something, that that these are the things available of a specific thing, of a specific work, and I am going to work on this to find out this and this and this, or to look into the specific thing which you label as the objective. So it is a systematic investigation of the things that are available, that is the primary source, or the sources, or the secondary sources, whatever that they are. Now you make a systematic investigation of the things to work on the problematized thing, and to arrive at, or to depart from, what you have set as an objective. Now when you arrive at the objective, or you may differ, or you may just find out something just the opposite of what you have proposed as your objective, those things will be your findings, the research outcome. So a resolution of a problem, and it will be based on what? Based on, Valiman says, critical analysis of what? Relevant evidence. So evidences that you are taking up for research, they should be relevant. Suppose I'm trying to work on the works of Mikhail Bakhtin, and for that I am taking up evidences from chemistry or say physics, and I am not working on sociology or history or the contemporary writers who have certain connections. Okay, I'll repeat Valiman's definition. Of certain connections with Bakhtin or something related to Bakhtin's work. So I need to work on the evidences which are relevant. Okay, I'll repeat. So Nicolas Valiman defines research as a systematic investigation of the question of resolution, a systematic investigation of the question of resolution of a problem based on critical analysis of relevant evidence. Is it okay? Thank you. The above definition, now if you take up this definition of Nicolas Valiman, makes it clear that research is primarily what? It is primarily something very obvious. It is an academic activity. Okay, which that activity does what? It is an academic activity which contributes something original to the existing stock of knowledge. So the existing stream of knowledge is something. Now what exactly research is doing? It is adding something extra or something new to the existing stem of knowledge, which contributes something original to the existing stock of knowledge. With what? With the help of what? How we add something to the existing stream of knowledge? With the help of study. One is study. 2, observation. 3, comparison. And 4, experiment. Okay, so precisely research is what? Research is a search for knowledge. So research is what? It is a search for knowledge through objective and systematic method of, it is a search for knowledge of through what? Through objective and systematic method of finding solution to a problem. Okay, so it is an academic activity where we search for knowledge through objective and systematic method of finding solution to a problem. And very importantly, what you find should add something new to the existing stream of knowledge. So this is what exactly the definition of research. So if you are asked to write what is a research, a question may come that what is a research. So you need to write this. Now second, you have decided that you will be doing some research. The first thing you will do what? What is the very first thing that you will do? That is the topic selection. I need to select a topic for research work. Oh, so Valiman has said that what? Research is a systematic investigation of the question or resolution of a problem based on critical analysis of relevant evidence. I'm repeating because Valiman's definition of research will help you to come to the point of topic selection. So we see that research is what? It is a systematic investigation. And investigation of what? When we investigate when there is a certain problem. So investigation of a problem is important in a research. So the most important thing is it is an academic activity where we do what? We are investigating a problem. So that is a very important aspect in research. In research works of literary items, when what generally we do as a student of literature, literary item, the search or investigation may be done by what? What do we generally do? What do we exactly do? We do the investigation or search by analyzing one or more than one text of a specific or more than one writer. So we do what? We analyze text or texts or the discourse sometimes. So sometimes we do what? We analyze a text, or we sometimes we analyze a discourse. So it is a system. In the case of literary research or research on literature, the investigation is the investigation of the analysis of or close reading of the of a text or texts or discourse. But the analysis of a literary text and the discourse may go hand in hand. Sometimes we do what? What is a discourse? Suppose I am reading, I'm planning to do a research on the works of, say, Anta Desai. Now, the very first thing that I will do is to find out the texts of Anita Desai. First, I will get a brief idea of Anita Desai. What did she write, and from when she started writing a very short biography of Anita Desai, the trajectory of his writing career and all, and then I will find out the text. And the very first thing that I need to do is to go through the texts. Then, while I will be searching for the topic, I need to choose which texts I will take up. I will choose from the texts that are there of Desai, and there I will do what? While doing the choosing the text, when I'm choosing the texts, I have a certain plan in my mind. And what is that plan? That plan has got a connection with the discourse upon which the discourse that I am going to analyze also, along with the analysis of the texts, and upon which I will establish or structure my theoretical framework. And according to that, I will choose the methodology. Suppose I am taking up, or I have a plan to take up feminism, and I am trying to find out the feminist elements that are there in Desai's texts. Then I am doing what? I am narrowing down my discourse framing, and I am narrowing down to the third world feminist issues in Anita Desai's works. So what I am doing, I am analyzing the discourses available, which is a connection with the text or the text of a specific writer that I have chosen to do research. So sometimes it happens what? The analysis of the text and the analysis of the discourse go hand in hand. At the very beginning of a research, the researcher finds a problem. So he is in search of a problem. When you are following my what I am telling, you try to tally it. You all have certain plans of doing research. That's why you have applied for this research methodology course. So try to connect it with the things that are going on with the research procedures that you are following, or how you are preparing yourself to start your research. So that is the best way to find the examples, what actually you are doing while you are preparing to start your research. So at the very beginning of a research, does the researcher do? The researcher finds a problem, now which can be termed as a topic. Suppose I'm telling that the search for home, a study of select novels or select works of Jhumpa Lahiri. So the two things is that how you are trying to get an idea, or how you are trying to map the search for home, that is something connected with the diasporic issues of a diasporic character or characters or a community who are actually away from home and is constantly in search of home, or who are rather confused with the very idea of home, and that particular discourse you are trying to posit in certain texts of Jhumpa Lahiri. So your topic actually is based on the problem upon which you have conceived your research. Okay, so that can be termed as a topic, which will be, now this topic will be analyzed and investigated. Now this particular topic will be analyzed and investigated to find out the problematic areas. Now once you have been able to map out the problem, you will analyze and investigate this problem to do what? To find out the problematic areas. The more you are successful in finding out the problematic areas, the more deep your research will be, the more it will be more explorative, as well as you will be able to work on it and will be able to find out more concrete findings. Your findings will be more concrete. You will be able to find out more concrete outcomes of your research. Now this particular topic, that which will be analyzed and investigated to find out the problematic areas and then to suggest some probable solutions. So the topic helps you to analyze the problem that you have had in your mind, to find out more problematic areas upon which you will carry on your research, and that will ultimately lead you towards finding some probable solutions on it. All these actually make a research. So topic selection is a very important thing in a research work. Now you need to note down certain things here. So the question is, generally on research methodology, this kind of question comes: how to find a research topic? How to find a research topic? That is, the first thing is, just note it down. 1, identify a research problem. One is identify a research problem. 2, design a study. One is identify a research problem. Number 2, design. Please note it down. I won't repeat that. If there are classes, I'm not going to carry on these most boring things in my classes again. Please write it down. Identify a research problem, number 1. Number 2, design a study that will address the problem. So you need to design a study that will help you to address the problem. Design a study that will address the problem. Number 3, carry out the research. Okay. Number 3 is carry out the research, and number 4, write up the research. So this is the whole process: identifying a research problem, design a study that will address the problem, carry out the research, write up the research. Finally, you have to write it down. The thesis or research paper, what you will be writing up, that will make the research or thesis or research paper is an argument. So what exactly the thesis is? The thesis is an argument based on the problems, which helps you to find out the probable solutions or the research outcomes. So the thesis or the research paper is an argument. So every paragraph of your thesis should proceed from its previous and lead to the next. So that each and every paragraph of your research paper or your research thesis should be logically connected. It should always proceed from the previous and lead to the next. This is also applicable to the chapters of your thesis. Each and every paragraph of your thesis should be logically connected. So it should proceed from the previous and lead towards the next. And this is also applicable to the chapters. So the next thing is the things to remember while choosing a topic. So there are 7 points that you need to remember. 1, things to remember. 1, choose a topic you love. One is choose the topic you love. That should be of your interest. It should be appealing to your taste, mind and emotion. Suppose you have a special interest for post-structuralism and you have chosen a topic which has connection with say modernism. That won't do. Every time you will feel that you are getting bored with your research work. So choose a topic of your love. That is very important. Choose a topic of your love. It should be appealing to your taste, mind and emotion. Number 2, never allow anybody. So these things are very psychological also. So don't allow anybody to pressurize you to take up a specific topic. Now, if your guide gives you pressure, no, you have to work on this, never do that. Because research is something very subjective and personal up to one point. If you don't have a personal flair for that particular topic, you cannot carry out your research. Or you will feel a sort of tremendous pressure on you when you will be working. So you need to enjoy your work also while doing the research. You need to love your research also. So research doesn't end with writing up a topic and getting awarded. It goes on, it carries, it continues even after you achieve the PhD degree. Okay. So never allow anybody to pressurize you to take up a specific topic. Is it okay? Number 3, choose a topic which will motivate you to work on it. You need the motivation. So choose the topic accordingly. Choose a topic which will motivate you to work on it. Number 4, your topic should be innovative. That should be new. It should lead you to something new, innovative, original and new. Okay. A thorough survey about the originality of your topic must be done. So I need to discuss something upon this specific point. A thorough survey about the originality of your topic must be done. Controversial topic must be avoided. So you need to be subjective as well as also aware of the things that are around you. Okay. So if you are too much subjective and you ignore the things that may disturb you, that may affect your research work, then you will be in a problem. So you need to avoid very controversial topics which can raise certain political controversies also. You need to avoid that. So that is important, and a thorough survey about the originality of your topic must be done. So when you are choosing a topic, suppose you have chosen something which is a very common thing, or who is a very famous writer, so there will be every possibilities that a good number of research works have been done, or books have been written, or theses have been written on that specific writer. Now for that you need to search the internet. Now internet is available. So in earlier days there was a real problem of doing the survey work. Now it is available. Even you have certain websites like the Shodh Ganga and other university websites where you will be able to find out what type of work has been done on a specific writer, and if you find too many works have been done on that specific writer, you need to compare that what I have chosen to work on, or what I have chosen this topic, is it in some way or other closely related with a certain topic that have been already worked upon. You need to study that, you need to survey that, then only you should proceed. Unless you will see that when you have done a sizable amount of research work on that specific topic, then you got the information, then you become aware of the fact that a thesis has been written on that specific topic. Then you generally you have to drop that that particular topic and you have to start anew. That is very painful. So a thorough survey about the originality of your topic must be done. This is number 4. 5. Always pick up a manageable one. What is manageable for you? Always pick up that topic. You should have expertise on it. Until and unless you have a control on the topic, you won't be able to work on that. So always pick up a manageable topic. And number 6 is you should be familiar with your topic. So you should be familiar with your topic. And finally, number 7, the topic you have selected should be sufficiently grounded upon a theoretical basis or bases. So you need to have, or you require a particular and firm and very clear theoretical frameworking to carry on your research. Now you have chosen something where you are not getting any kind of theoretical support. You won't get any kind of theoretical support. That will be very much tough for you to carry on the research. So I came across a student, I won't tell you the name, who planned to work on a specific thing. That was a very interesting one. The topic was very interesting, but he also and me, we just failed to get any specific theoretical frameworking or theoretical basis upon which we can construct the problem of that particular topic. So he had to drop that topic, and he consequently took up a new one. So it is very important that the topic you have selected should be sufficiently grounded upon a theoretical basis or basis. Now I will end up my class with Valiman's guidelines for choosing a topic. This is very important. Don't think that I am giving you suggestions for your exam, but Valiman's guidelines for choosing a topic is very important. So Valiman has posed 5 questions, which if you can able to answer the question, then it will be easy to find out the way to choose your topic. Okay, so why are you laughing? So people are sending smileys. So Valiman has posed 5 questions. The answer to these 5 questions will help a researcher to get or to find out his topic. Number 1, has anyone else? So he has very objectively posed 5 questions. Number 1, has anyone else done research into the same or similar problems? Please write it down. Has anyone else done research into the same or similar problems? Is it okay? Should I move on? Okay. Number 2, can you imagine how a methodological and scientific approach could be adopted? I repeat, can you imagine how a methodological and scientific approach could be adopted to research into the particular problem? The first is related with the survey. You need to do a very good survey. Second, what you have chosen should have a good connection or association, or it should have the potential to get connected with a specific scientific approach or methodology or theoretical base. Okay, so I repeat the second question. Can you imagine how a methodical and scientific approach could be adopted to research into the particular problem? This is question number 2. Question number 3, what issues would need to be explored? What are the issues that you should take up for exploring? What issues would need to be explored? Number 4, how important do you think that research into this problem is? That do you really think that research is worthful? The findings will help something, it will help or add something to the existing stream of knowledge? How important is this research? How important do you think that research into this problem is? Number 5 is, do you think it might be possible to narrow them down so as to make them a practical subject for your thesis? Now this question is important. Do you think, I repeat, do you think it might be possible to narrow them down so as to make them a practical subject for your thesis? The issues, that is the issues. So it has connection with the question number 3, what issues would need to be explored? Now when you have been able to find out the issues, he is questioning, do you think it might be possible to narrow these issues down so as to make them a practical subject for your thesis? That means, can you connect the issues that you have taken up for analysis, for exploration? Can you connect those issues with a specific and concrete theoretical framework? If so, can you suggest some simple examples? So that is not important. So these are the 5 questions that Valiman has posed, which help the researcher to select the topic, to find out the topic. Up to this, I will call it a day, end of this class. So I'll let you know when the next class will be. And after this class, I request all of you, if you have any problem, just give me a call, or you can call me up for any kind of suggestion or anything you want. So thank you all. Stay at home, stay safe, don't go out, and study. Thanks a lot.